और बहनों आप सभी का स्वागत है. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to all of you. Honorable Minister Charles Ramson, Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, Honorable Cabinet members and members of Parliament present, members of government and the opposition, excellencies, ambassadors and members of the diplomatic corps present, Honorable Dr. Amit Tilang, High Commissioner of India to Guyana, and Madam Dr. Dipali Tilang, distinguished guests, performers and artists, members of the media, families and friends, and those who have joined us via live stream, invitees all. On behalf of the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports, the Bihar Museum, the High Commission of India, and the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center in Guyana, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome all of you to this very special event here today, the opening of the Indian folk art exhibition titled Sita, the Daughter of Bihar, being held here at the Guyana National Museum on the occasion of Arrival Day, which is celebrated on May 5th annually in Guyana. This exhibition is a cultural bridge between India and Guyana, showcasing the rich traditions, colors, and stories rooted in Indian folk art. I'm your hostess for this evening's program, Narda Mohammed Mangra, and I thank you for gracing us with your presence. Let us begin our program with a series of cultural performances celebrating the spirit of Indian heritage. Before we move on to the more formal part of today's program, I would like to begin our cultural segment. Please welcome Mr. Nayan Shankar with a vocal performance to set the mood for this evening's program. His song is entitled Tere Hawale. Please, you're all invited to sing along. Welcome Mr. Shankar on stage for this melodious rendition.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Happy Indian Arrival Day to everyone. Distinguished guests, my special good evening to you all. Tonight, I will be singing a Bollywood song. It's a little bit on the romantic side. It has a little bit of that fusion of a little bit of raga and a little bit of Bollywood, plain Bollywood. So on that note, we can begin.
तेरे हवाले कर दिया
जिस्म का हर दुआ तेरे हवाले कर दिया ये दूरिया इन राहों की दूरिया निगाहों की दूरिया हम राहों की दूरिया फना हो सभी दूरिया. Thank you guys.
Melodious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Another round of applause, please, for Mr. Shankar. Thank you so much. Continuing with another vocal presentation, let us now enjoy the voice of Ms. Elizabeth Wong, and she will be singing the song entitled. Let's welcome Ms. Elizabeth Wong, and she will be singing the song entitled Ek Pyar Ka Nagma Hai. All of you are invited to sing along. Thank you.
Seetaram, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for that touching rendition. Next on our program, we'd like to welcome Ms. Seema Budram, who will offer another captivating vocal performance, but to turn up the tune a bit. Her song is entitled Shama Sundar. Let's see if any of you know that song. Please welcome Ms. Seema Budram.
Good evening, namaste, Seetaram, salam to everyone.
Thank you so much, Ms. Budram, for that very entertaining vocal presentation. We now turn up the piece of tradition with a tabla presentation by the talented Mr. Amjad Ali Warsi, former music teacher of the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center. Let us enjoy this musical performance. I understand he will also do a little bit of singing, Ye Desh Hai Veer Jawano Ka. So please enjoy and invite him on stage. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, so while Mr. Warsi is setting up, he has asked me to say a little bit about the song that he will be doing. In this song, the country in which we live in is praised. In this song, the bravery of the people living here, their helpful nature and the beauty of the climate here have been praised. This is the song Mr. Warsi will be singing. Ye desh hai veer jawano ka.
Good evening, Namaste, Salam Alaikum. Happy arrival day to everybody. And first I will perform a traditional style of, Indian traditional style of tabla solo. It's called tabla solo. Not too long, just short. Then I will sing a song, the related of the country, as Miss Narda told you. So I am performing Teen Tal, the 16-beat circle. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Warsi, for that very entertaining musical performance. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entertained you with lots of vocal performances. At this time, I would like for us to present a visual treat, an Indian classical dance by the graceful Berbice Delights Dance Group, all the way from Berbice, Region 6. The participants are Leah, Shabana, Sonia, Anjali, and Shania. And they will be performing a dance fusion to the songs Bekav and Malahar. Please give them a warm round of applause for this dance performance.
चली हूँ आज़ाद
Thank you so much, Barbie's Delights Dance Group. What a wonderful performance. Ladies and gentlemen, may we have another round of applause for them, please, for that very entertaining performance. As we continue with the program, I'd like to invite Mr. Arjit Singh. He will be doing a vocal performance, a medley in fact, Seetaram. Please welcome Mr. Arjit Singh to the microphone, please.
Good night, assalamu alaikum, and Seetaram to each and every one of you. I'd like to wish you guys a happy arrival day. राम नाम का पका, राम नाम का पका. So you can clap your hands and you can sing along with me in this one, right? नाम का पकलो भी क्या मैया में रखा, मुझे राम नाम का पकलो भी क्या मैया में रखा, क्या मैया में रखा, क्या मैया में रखा, मुझे राम नाम का पकलो भी क्या मैया में रखा, मुझे राम नाम का पकलो भी क्या मैया में रखा. भूल भी सर मत जाना कन्हैया मोरे गलियों में आना, भूल भी सर मत जाना कन्हैया मोरे गलियों में आना, 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 भूल भी सर मत जाना कन्हैया मोरे गलियों में आना, भूल भी सर मत जाना कन्हैया मोरे गलियों में आना. जनक तेरे द्वार पर वीर भई बारे, हे के ये धनवा तोरे जनक तेरे द्वार पर वीर भई बारे, वीर भई बारी देखो, वीर भई बारी देखो, वीर भई बारे, के ये धनवा तोरे जनक तेरे द्वार पर वीर भई बारे, हे के ये धनवा तोरे जनक तेरे द्वार पर वीर भई बारे. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arjit Singh. Very entertaining indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we now shift our attention to the purpose of our gathering here this evening, the exhibition, to provide us with the introduction of the Indian art exhibition. I'd like to call on Dr. Ravi Shankar Gupta, the curator of the Bihar Museum, all the way from India, to talk about the folk art exhibition, the introduction to folk art. I'd like to welcome Dr. Ravi Shankar Gupta to the microphone, please.
Good evening, Namaskar, and Jai Ram Ji ki. Everyone presents. I would like to first and foremost express my gratitude to Mr. Charles Ramson, Honorable Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, Guyana, and High Commissioner of India to Guyana, His Excellency Sri Amit Telang, Mr. Rudra Jayanta Bhagwati, Director, Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center, Guyana, and Ms. Tamika Votseven, Director of Culture, Guyana, and other dignitaries for their gracious presence today. Today marks an important day for two significant reasons. Today commemorates the arrival of the first ship, the YB, which carried indentured laborer to Guyana in 1838. Remarkably, today also celebrates Janki Navami, the birth date of the goddess Sita. The exhibition we are about to experience not only tells the life's story of Sita but also narrates the journey of hundreds of the indentured laborers who traveled from the India to Guyana, bringing with them the peace of their homeland, culture and identity. Through scared texts like the Ramcharitmanas, this text became not just literature but a source of solace, nostalgia and living symbol of their ancestral homelands. While the Ramayana and Ramcharitmanasa have traditionally been viewed as the story of Lord Rama, Sita origin in Sitamarhi, Bihar established a direct cultural lineage of our diaspora community. Bihar was one of the major regions from which the indentured system drew migrants, creating an unbroken thread connecting the present-day Guyanese communities back to those ancestral roots. So, the indentured labor known as Girmitia encountered an unprecedented socio-cultural landscape. Early Girmitia brought their culture, rituals, mythology, beliefs, festivals, dresses, food from their homeland, India, which were visible reminders of their home, their roots and their ancestry. Indo-Guyanese people have since maintained many of the Indian values and culture, influence of which visible in present-day Guyana. The exhibition holds great significance for the Bihari diaspora here in the Guyanas. Sita tells us the fundamentally a narrative about the home and belongings to speak the emotional experience of the land left behind the carriage and to build up new life elsewhere just our ancestor old generation ago. Through the predominantly 5 distinct folk art forms of Bihar, this exhibition beautifully illustrates Sita's life journey. These folk art are like Madhubani paintings from Madhubani district, Manjusha art from the Bhagalpur, Tipli paintings from Patna city, Sujni art, terracotta, paper mache and applique embroidery, 30 renowned folk artists including the prestigious the India's biggest Padma Shri and very respected awardee, Padma Shri awardee and the recipients of the national and state awardee have dedicated the talents and bring Sita's story life through these traditional mediums. As you explore the exhibition today, I invited you to reflect on how these stories and artistic traditions have survived and evolved across continents, surviving the bridges between the past and present. Once again, my heartful thanks to all of you for joining us today and a special appreciation to Bihar Museum Government of Bihar, India and Ministry of Culture of Youth Sports Guyana and High Commission of India to Guyana and the Swami Vivekanand Cultural Center, Georgetown, Guyana for providing us this wonderful opportunity to present the piece of our shared heritage with the wider Guyanese communities. I thank to my Director General Sri Anjani Kumar Singh for making this exhibition possible. Through his support, guidance and effort along with my wonderful Bihar Museum team, we were able to bring the exhibition to you all. Bihar Museum is redefining the role of the museum as a globalized world. It is an experimental museum which does not limit itself to being just a repository of the past. It serves as a stage of the conversation around heritage, culture, art, history, management of the creating new narratives for the museum and today's world. I hope you all enjoy experiencing the exhibition as much as the Bihar Museum team enjoyed the bringing it here to share with you. Thank you. Jai Ram Ji ki.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ravi Shankar Gupta, curator of the Bihar Museum. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to hear from the High Commission of India. So I'd like to call on Honorable Dr. Amit Tilang, High Commissioner of India to Guyana. I'm honored to invite him to share his remarks with us. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Amit Tilang.
Thank you, Nada. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste, Seetaram. I think it will be important for us to appreciate the reason why we are doing this exhibition. Today, of course, as was explained, is the arrival day, which is being commemorated here in Guyana. And the second important occasion, of course, is Sita Navami, or the birth of goddess Sita, which we commemorate on this day. It's a pleasant coincidence that both these important events fall on the same day, and that's why we thought that we would celebrate it in the form of this folk art exhibition, which brings to you the folk art of the state of Bihar. The state of Bihar has a unique association with Guyana, because this is one of the regions in India from which our brothers and sisters, in fact their ancestors, they came from India to Guyana around 187 years back. So this association is the association of soil. This is the association of two lands which are geographically apart, but they are connected through culture, traditions and customs. So today's celebration is also a celebration of this strong association. I would like to acknowledge, most importantly, the assistance, support and guidance of Honorable Minister Charles Ramson, Director of Culture, Ms. Tamika Botswan, the Director General of Bihar Museum, Dr. Anjani Kumar Singh, our two wonderful colleagues who have come all the way from India for curating this exhibition, but most importantly, all of you. Without you, I think this occasion would not have been so special. I won't get into the details of the exhibition because I don't want you to miss the opportunity of watching it and appreciating it. So I think we'll all be going shortly for the inauguration, the official inauguration of the exhibition. And the exhibition, of course, will be here for almost a month. Beginning today, it will be here till the 4th of June. So I would invite each and everyone, all of them who have joined us today virtually, to also come and join us and appreciate this wonderful art that connects India and Guyana. But I'll be remiss if I don't mention how this idea originated. I think this originated from the historic visit of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, who visited Guyana, and he was deeply moved by the rich culture which is still preserved by our the brothers and sisters in Guyana, who are still connected to the land of their ancestors. So immediately after that, we started thinking as to how do we rekindle and how do we reinvent this deep cultural and traditional connection between our two countries. And then we came up with this idea, and I was really happy that the Bihar Museum took the initiative and came up with this concept of exhibition on the life of goddess Sita. Sita is also the goddess not merely as the consort or wife of Lord Rama, but also in her own stead, she depicts our connection with Mother Earth. She came from Mother Earth, and as you will see in the exhibition, she went back to the Mother Earth. So this also shows how we, all of us, are connected to our origin and how we should be always linked with our motherland and our Mother Earth. This is something which is also the theme of today's exhibition. So I hope you will all enjoy, as in a short while from now we'll be officially inaugurating the exhibition. With these words, I would like to specifically thank my colleagues from the Diplomatic Corps who have joined us here today. And I would also like to thank each and every one of you who has joined us today in this evening and have made this particular occasion very special for us. I take your leave as we go and proceed with the further proceedings. I request Narda to come and guide us with the further steps in today's event. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, Honorable High Commissioner Dr. Amit Tilang. Thank you, Honorable High Commissioner Dr. Amit Tilang, for delivering remarks on this occasion. It is now my distinct honor to invite Minister of Culture, Youth and Sports, Honorable Mr. Charles Ramson, to deliver the feature address and officially declare the exhibition open. Please join me in welcoming Honorable Minister Charles Ramson to the podium.
Thank you very much for being here. It's a very great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen. You were invited today for a really important exchange, a cultural exchange. But that cultural exchange, though signified today, started on the 5th of May, 1838, some 187 years ago. And that single event where 423 East Indians came to Guyana at Plantation Highbury for the first time ever to these shores for the purposes of advancing and being part of the development of sugar plantations in the country. That single event, 187 years ago, spawned so much of a rich cultural development that happened in a country that is almost on the opposite side of where its people came from in India. And during that period of time, 240,000 people, East Indians, came to these shores. 240,000 East Indians came to these shores, of which about 75,000, only about 75,000, returned after completing their indentureship. That indentureship was a period where they would work for 5 years under contract, and they had the option to return. But only about 75,000 people returned. The remainder stayed here. And from everything that you were able to see today, from the tabla to the dancing, to the harmonium, to the singing, and what you will see soon, and even the outfits that we are wearing, all of that had a strong connection to that single event that happened 187 years ago with those 240,000 people who came to these shores, of which many of us who are here, we have our genes, our DNA connected to those people. Similarly, the cultural practices that we enjoy today, that we sometimes take for granted, that has become so much of the part of our fabric of our society. And that fabric of our society, which is this invisible fabric that keeps us together, the food, for example, very unique, the curries that we have, or even the events that have become such an important part of how we celebrate life here in Guyana. Pagwa, another example which we've got our own version of celebrating that. You know, it's not exactly the way that it's done in India, very much a Juve kind of celebration that we have here, but it's our own version, has its origins in that. Diwali, also very similar. We've got one of the largest motorcades here in this part of the world. All of that finds its origins from that single event that happened 187 years ago. And I want you to appreciate too that the development is not just cultural. Even though the buildings, which includes some of the mosques or the temples that you see that lines how the country is organized and the structure or architectural beauty, all of that finds its origins there. But it doesn't stop there, because East Indians who have become Guyanese and the generations of Guyanese that flowed from the persons who came here, the immigrants who came here as part of indentureship, they have become masters of their trade, their professions, their careers in every important aspect of our life here in Guyana. Whether it was commerce, law, sports, medicine, accounting, business, you name it. They have all distinguished themselves in becoming valuable members of the development of our society and this beautiful space that we call Guyana. So it's important that I gave you that linkage, that nexus of that single event that happened 187 years ago on the 5th of May, today, 1838, for that purpose. But that extension of that purpose translated into so much more, that all of us here, it becomes something that is uniquely Guyanese. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank His Excellency, the High Commissioner from India, Dr. Amit, who's been working with me for the last several years, and particularly on this event, that also we worked very closely on to welcome for the very first time the Prime Minister of India, His Excellency Prime Minister Modi, which was such a huge achievement for us here, for him to come to Guyana, which is something that we've wanted in that official capacity for a very long time. For people who knows that this is something that we've been working on for a very long time. So emanating from that successful event, we were able to agree to a number of things, including having this exchange. Now, this cultural exchange for art is also that everything that I just explained, all of that has been a cultural exchange too. From the food and the clothing and the music and the dance, even the trade, all of that has been cultural exchange. I'd like to also take the time to recognize on Tamika Boswin, who's also worked very deeply towards seeing this as a successful event, but all of the staff here at the museum. Just a few weeks ago, this space that you're standing on, it looked very, very different. In fact, it was almost invisible as you were coming around this turn. Most people would not recognize that this space exists. But now it is transformed. And we wanted to signify this cultural exchange of art, but not just merely in the visual representation of art, but also the appreciation of what culture does. And it's that important part of keeping people together and working in peace for prosperity that is important for our cultural exchange. So it's a great pleasure and a great privilege to see the work that we've been doing for several months, where your curator, who came from India specifically just to mount these pieces of art, it shows the importance of the value that is being placed on this cultural exchange, which is something that we appreciate deeply. So allow me, on behalf of the government of Guyana, His Excellency President Air Panali, and the people of the country, to say we deeply appreciate the cultural exchange and from all of the benefits that has flowed from having a strong international and bilateral relationship with India, and we expect that to continue to grow and prosper. Now, it is my privilege to be able to declare this exhibition open, and it will be open for the next month so that we can appreciate the value of the beauty of art, something that is timeless, that we will cherish for a very long time. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Honorable Minister Charles Ramson, for delivering the feature address and for declaring this exhibition open. Ladies and gentlemen, the visiting team of the Bihar Museum would like to do felicitation on the local hosts here, the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, and the High Commission of India. So at this time, I would like to call on Dr. Sunil Kumar Jha and Dr. Ravi Shankar Gupta. Dr. Sunil Kumar Jha is the Deputy Director of Bihar Museum, and Dr. Ravi Shankar Gupta is the Curator of Bihar Museum. Dr. Sunil Kumar Jha will be felicitating Honorable Minister Charles Ramson. So I'd like to call him once again on stage, Honorable Minister Charles Ramson. Dr. Sunil Kumar Jha will felicitate Honorable Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Minister Charles Ramson. And I'd like to ask the Minister to please remain on stage as we felicitate the others. Thank you, Dr. Sunil Kumar Jha. I'd like to ask both of them to remain on stage, please. I'd like to now call on Honorable Dr. Amit Tilang and Dr. Ravi Shankar, Curator of Bihar Museum, would like to felicitate Honorable High Commissioner Dr. Amit Tilang. I'd like to call on stage Dr. Ravi Shankar Gupta, and he will felicitate Honorable Dr. Amit Tilang. I'd like to ask both of them to remain on stage, please. At this time, I'd like to call Ms. Tamika Boatswain on stage, please. Thank you for contributing to the success of this program, along with Minister Management team of Ministry of Culture, and thank you to the staff and management of the High Commission of India and the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center. We have Dr. Sunil Kumar Jha will felicitate Ms. Tamika Boatswain, Director of Culture of the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport. Thank you, gentlemen. I'm kindly requesting that you all stay on stage, please. Felicitation to Ms. Tamika Boatswain by Dr. Sunil Kumarja. I'd like to now ask Honorable Dr. Amit Tilang to present a memento to Honorable Minister Charles Ramson. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to proceed to the ceremonial cutting of the ribbon, officially marking the opening of the Indian folk art exhibition, Sita, the Daughter of Bihar. I'd like to invite all of the dignitaries to kindly proceed to cutting of the ribbon, please.
In 3-4 days, this museum has changed completely. If you had come 3-4 days back, it was different type of building. She was right, but was not visible even. She was right. All those,
आप लीजिएगा फोटो, ठीक है?
वो वही मेन है, वही एडवर्टाइज करेगी। तो न्यूज़पेपर में